camera ran out of memory towards the end of that last clip, but I didn't do much more anyway, so I have deduced that these lock nuts just allow you fine-tuning on the pin, probably to make up for a belt adjustment. As the belt wears and it stretches, you could probably drop the pins down more to make up for it. But the pin is supposed to be fixed, and this housing rides up and down on those pins, and they're just weather seized in there. I have sprayed them down with some lubricant and put a pry bar into there, try to get them to move, and they did not. So I'm going to attempt to drive the pins out so I can polish them up and put them back in place. That could be a challenge, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. And that's going to effectively remove this belt housing and the motor, because the only thing holding it on is the 2 bolts for the shifting bracket and the pins themselves. So let me get some tools and get set up. That is not going to budge. Some progress. When I went underneath it, I was able to tap it up just a little and it broke it loose some. So now I'm so far able to drive it downward, so let's keep going. Okay, so that bolt's just a keeper to keep the pin in place. Strange thing is on the end of it, there's a little nylon insert right there. I get having a pilot hole on a shaft, but I don't know what's up with that nylon insert. And it's only on the one side. So anyway, I am going to clean this up and then find one of those bristle cleaners to go down in there and clean that up. Reinstall it and then do the other side. this side knocked out easier. I didn't have to crack it from below. I was able to just drive it straight through. Close. This roller back here doesn't want to overcome that stop. There we go. So that's forward and tension on the belt. That's neutral. We're not going to get to reverse because it's setting on the stop there, and that's preventing the pulleys from coming in contact. So either that stop has to be readjusted, or that spring might be expected to have some give to it, so you push it down. The manual does say you have to hold it in reverse. And when you let go, it pops to neutral, probably to keep from running over yourself. So, yeah, whatever setup that spring has in it's probably seized as well. But that is some good progress. In fact, I bet now we no longer have a seized motor. Something happened. Might just be jammed in there. There's only the one bolt holding the recoil on. The shield from the coil. Yeah, motor turns over fine. Good compression. It'll run. take a quick look at that spring setup there. So whoever parked this thing last in the weather parked it in the on position, and that's where it's stuck. And obviously it's important to not get weather on these pins because it's a close enough fit. It seized up pretty solid. Well, part 3 is going to end the same way it started. I ran out of memory in that last part, but you didn't miss much. And this time I've purged most of the camera, so I got plenty of room right now. So where we left off is I was starting to work on this, and I found out that this bolt can't come out of that with this in place. There's not enough travel on these pins to give it the clearance it needs. So you would have to remove those pins and pull the motor housing out to get that out. But I was able to get it to work the way it is. It's just a plunger. That's a fine tuner, but the spring part here is just a plunger. And so when you put it in reverse, it does compress the spring, and then the spring pops it back out when you're done backing up. And so I just sprayed it down with penetrant and then tapped down on it and freed it up and moved it up and down. It seems to be working fine now, so we now have all of our ranges. So that's forward, neutral. Well, actually reverse, I went far. There's neutral, there's reverse. So it just needs to go far enough for that rubber wheel to come in to contact with that flat spot on the pulley assembly. So reverse, neutral, and forward. So that wraps up part 3, and I think in part 4 we'll start working on that coil, see if I can get that fixed and reinstalled, and see if we can get the engine to kick over, take a break from the tiller, and work on the motor a little bit. So that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching.